All right, so let's talk about Keegan. You alluded to that a little bit there. The cooler weather has brought on an early striper bite. So historically, how is striper season in the fall? I guess I always think about, hey, the James River's hot in late April and May, and we're hitting stripers like crazy. But what about the fall season?
Well, so we kind of think about it in reverse. So in the spring, right, we're waiting for that water to warm up a little bit, warm up to get to where the fish are really comfortable. And now coming out of the summer, as we had those cool nights 3, 4 weeks ago, right now the river that I'm fishing specifically is sitting anywhere between 68 and 72 degrees on any average day. And so it's right in that happy zone for the fish and for the bait too, which is what's most important.
And are these adult stripers or these schoolie stripers or a mixture of both?
Schoolies.
And so they're in they're coming out of the Chesapeake going back into the tidal rivers, or do they kind of meander back and forth just chasing bait?
That size fish tends to stay in that section of the river, between the headwaters and the lower, higher salinity. And they just, it's all dependent on that water temperature. So we don't see them in the summer because the water shallower is a lot warmer. So they're sitting deep off, in the channel past the drop-offs in 30, 40, 50 feet of water.
Yeah, so this time of year, Matt, it's a lot of like in September and early October, it's a lot of our resident fish, the ones that don't, make that big trip up north typically.
Okay, so these are stripers that aren't going to the Jersey Shore, that whole Long Island area or off the coast of Massachusetts. Those are the behemoths.
Right now, yeah. And those are the ones that we see more kind of in the rivers now. As we kind of get later in the fall, more towards the mouth of those rivers, you start getting more of those migratory fish coming back south to overwinter in the bay and their tributaries.
And we have an exceptional striper population that does return here year after year. But of course, some of that problem is, there's been so much harvesting of the stripers. That's why we have such, good limitations so that we can regrow this population again.